Sports Video Group is coming to you from the 2016 SVG College Sports Summit. Brandon Costa reporting for SVG, and we have a very, very special guest with us here right now, Jim Nachtman from Penn State, this year's 2016 SVG College Pioneer Award honoree. I'll get sideline reporter on you here. What does this mean to you, Jim?
Brandon, I'll be honest with you, it's been overwhelming. It's very humbling. We work with so many incredibly creative and selfless people in this business that just in this room right here, there's about 100 other people that I could think of that are probably more deserving than I am. So it's been really humbling.
We really appreciate it. And it's an honor for us to be able to award this to you too, obviously voted on by your peers though. When you look back on your career, what are a couple of highlights that kind of stand out to you? Some big video board installs, opportunities where you were able to really take the university and maybe even the conference to the next level?
Well, I think really one thing that stands out is 9 years ago when we were here, we had the opportunity during one of the breakout sessions to bring the Big Ten Network, Sony, obviously Penn State, and also Alpha Video together. We sat around a table like here and we were drawing out ideas for a control room on campus that would be interconnected to multiple venues, and that what we kind of called our Olympic Village, where we'd be able to connect, and now it's not so uncommon, but we drew it out on napkins and we were able to make it turn into a reality. And it was one of the things I'm most proud of, and it wasn't one thing I did, it was a collaboration of so many people, which brought people on campus together. Obviously it wouldn't have happened with some significant financial investment on the university's part, but it was a real partnership between a network, Penn State, a top-class integrator, and obviously someone as big as Sony. And it took a couple of years, 3 years actually, for that to happen. So that's one of the things that stands out in my mind, and it turned into the Steve Jones Student Sports Broadcasting Complex. And we produce collectively over 600 productions a year, majority of which students end up using that equipment. So we're helping students gain a competitive advantage so that when they graduate, they're going to be able to get jobs. So our students, whether it's our student athletes or our students in the control rooms, they're our why. That's the reason that we're there. So that's one of the things that stands out.
Speaking of students, you guys do a lot of work with Student U, as you said. Anything from this particular year? You're just coming out of another very busy year, catching your breath. Any productions from this year that really stand out to you as something that were pretty cool to be a part of?
You know, one that does stand out to me, this year we did our first women's gymnastics Student U. And it may not sound like a lot to some people, but it took us a while to get to the point where we wanted to do it year one right out of the gate. Our teams are great, the student athletes are great, their fan base is awesome, but it's also one of those sports that finding students that can handle the play-by-play and the color commentating, that if you're going to do it, you want to make sure that you're going to do it justice. So last year we finally put the right pieces together, I think. We did something that we were proud of, and our color commentator, who was a Penn State grad, Sharia Musser, who was an all Big Ten conference student athlete in gymnastics, she went on to do color for the Big Ten Network. So it proved to be a good relationship, and that's what it's all about. Working together. Sometimes it doesn't happen right away, but you don't give up on it, and we hope it's the first of many.
All right, Jim, well, congratulations again on this award. We couldn't be happier for you, and thanks a lot for all you've done for us.
Thanks for everything you guys do. The impact that the SVG has on the industry is unbelievable.
Thank you. We really appreciate that. And again, find out more from Jim. We'll have coverage of his acceptance speech, I'm sure, on sportsvideo.org. For more of the event, you can follow us online at svgcollege.com and follow the event on Twitter at #SVGCollege.